without talking to the owner,
right,
would say, I've got good reason to believe this is a potentially malfunctioning system, or this is a malfunctioning system.
Okay, let me take.
I got the sense that some of this was done in a very casual way, and in fact, our system was declared to be malfunctioning when it had none of the characteristics I just described.
Right.
So can you tell me a little bit about what a good inspection would look for, some of the basics?
An SEO basically will go to training, and part of the training is identifying a failing system. There's no clear-cut, hey, this is failing. But you are looking for, your odor is certainly one of them. You're looking for spongy ground. Are you stepping on it and it's giving, and you can even almost hear it. There's, depending on the time of year, there's vegetation changes. You'll literally see, and I've done some dam inspections too, when you're walking a dam, an earthen dam, if there's seepage going through that dam, and it's November, and you see this great green stuff sticking out, and you're like, wait a minute, there's something going on there. You're looking for the same thing with septic system. Is there a change in vegetation? Maybe it's too wet that it's killing the vegetation. Maybe there's nutrients in it and the vegetation's going nuts. It's loving it. And so you've got all these different things going on. You're looking at maybe the age of the system. You're keeping all these things in mind. Where the interview comes in is basically, you're asking the owner. Now, you can get, obviously, different points of view, but you're trying to get an idea. Are you pumping this thing out once in a while? Have you observed any problems? Do you have to baby the system? Do you have to not use certain appliances together? Or what happens when a lot of people come over? But that's part of that interview. And again, it's not like that single interview tells you everything, but when you start interviewing a bunch of people, then you start to see, are you hearing the same thing? Are you hearing different things? Or you think so? A lot of that goes into, again, your professionalism and your. But there's no absolutes. Again, and the weather conditions. What are called antecedent conditions? Has it rained? Has the ground been frozen a week before this evaluation? Have all these different things? What is the context of your inspection? That all should be in the inspection record.
Where do we find those people, and what do they charge?
There's a bunch of SEOs. There should be. DEP used to have a website that I think listed every SEO on it. My boss is an SEO. I also work with another SEO, and. I go to them with some questions that I may have.
How do they charge?
They charge like a consultant would. I don't know the range of values that they would charge. There are engineers with SEO certifications. There's SEOs that are not engineers. There's zoning officials that are SEOs. There's contractors that have SEO certifications. So there's a whole bunch of different people that have this certification, but to me, that's an important thing to have. Now, there's soil scientists too, and there's different people that are kind of specialists.
Basically, what it boils down to is we need certified people to do the survey, and we need independent people that are not tied to the townships to do it, so that we get a fair assessment of what's going on with these properties.
The SEO, like any decent certification, the SEO has this, like my license for engineering in any state that I have a license in, there are rules to my, when I see a safety problem, I have to report it. There's all kinds of things. I have to, I have a client, but I also have to be, as best as I can, objective in what I'm finding. There's subjectivity finds its way into just about anything, but you have to keep as objective as you can be. And you know what? That's better for your client in the long run, because you want a solid record, something you can defend, and your client is also making good decisions based on your proper judgment. Yes.
This is my last question. We paid the $7,500. What do we get for that, and what do we have left?
Oh, for my fees?
Yes.
When I first did my proposal, this was going a different direction, basically.
I agree with you. This was on the completed 537 representing the Lake Area Welfare Association, but now it's completely gone in a different direction. So
Right.